Can we start?
Yes.
سلام بچه‌ها، من کامیارم. امروز یه مصاحبه خیلی خفن داریم با آقای رامان، یکی از موفق ترین مهاجرای کانادا که من میشناسم. ایشون اصالتا هندی هن و فکر کنم یه 10-15 سالیه که اومدن کانادا. فاوندر و سی او یکی از بزرگترین ریال استیت بروکرج‌های کانادان به اسم سیف مکس. حدود 600 تا ایجنت زیر پرچم شرکتشون کار میکنن، هلوش 100 تا امپلویی دیگه دارن و 40 تا هم فرانچایز توی کانادا، حالا جاهای مختلف کانادا دارن. امروز میخوام باشون در مورد دلایل موفقیتشون، که از کجا شروع کردن و یه سری سوال مرتبط صحبت بکنم باشون. فکر میکنم خیلی ویدیوی باحالی باشه و فکر میکنم خیلی به درد بخوره. بریم ببینیم که چی میشه. So thank you, Raman, for taking the time for this interview. I know you're a very busy guy and it takes million years for people to meet you. Everybody wants to meet you, so I really appreciate this time. Can we start with a little bit of introduction of yourself?
Thank you, Cami. First of all, it's always a pleasure to come and join and share my thought process and my understanding and the way we are doing the things here. As you know, my name is Raman. I'm founder and CEO of SaveMax Real Estate Inc. It's been almost 11 years when we started SaveMax, and it has been a fantastic journey.
Awesome. So may I ask, when did you come to Canada?
So I immigrated to Canada in 2003. September 28th is the exact date when I landed here as an immigrant.
Okay, so you came to Canada, and what was the first job that you had at that time?
So the first thing which I started, actually I sold leather jackets and leather gloves. I started that as a business for myself, and I was pretty much working on weekends onto that, and I took a shop in the flea market, and also I started working at a gas station and as a security guard. So these were few of the initial things or jobs which I started in this country.
That's awesome. So you started from there, and when was the time that this real estate thing and getting into real estate came to your mind, and how did you get into real estate?
So in 2004, I got a job in the office. So I worked there for almost 1.5 years. That was an immigration company, and I was making good money over there. So it was a salary plus commission-based job, and when I actually left that job, I was making close to $90,000. So I started that job as $1,000 basic salary plus commission. I was making good money, so I was thinking, like, you know what? I'm making $90,000. How I'm going to make $250,000? So that was the first thing which came into my mind. The biggest problem in making that $250,000 is that $90,000 job. So I decided to leave that job within 30 minutes.
Okay, so
I did not have real estate license at that time.
Okay, so you just quit your job without having the real estate license or anything.
Yeah, so there was no backup.
Okay, so you quit your job.
Right.
نحوه آشنایی من با آقای رامان خیلی باحاله. من اول تو شرکت ایشون استخدام شدم به عنوان کارمند، داشتم کارهای مارکتینگ رو میکردم، ولی بعد از یه مدت که شرکت خودم رو زدم، این افتخار رو داشتم که کلیه کارهای مارکتینگ شرکتشون رو به صورت اوتسورس بگیرم. کاری که برای خودشون کردیم و برای پرسونال برندشون کردیم اینه که یه چنل یوتیوب براشون زدیم که الان فکر کنم 9K 10K، حالا لینکشو میذارم پایین، حتما ببینید. روی تیک تاک، فیسبوک و اینستاگرام هم کلی براشون کار کردیم و یه جوریه که الان سوپر استار شده و خیلی تو کامیونیتی خودشون معروفه و خیلی دوستش دارن و حالا شخصیتش هم یه ذره کاریزماتیکه جدا از موفقیتش. اینو چک بکنید حتما چنلاشو. و یه چیز دیگه هم که میخواستم بهتون بگم اینه که اگر دقت کنید همچین انگلیسی خوبی هم صحبت نمیکنه. یعنی من میدونید طرز فکر خودم هم اول که اومده بودم کانادا این بود که حالا مثلا من میام کانادا من انگلیسیم خوب نیست، یا مثلا من خوب حرف نمیزنم، من نمیتونم موفق شم. بعد میبینه آدم مثلا یه آدمی که الان بیلیون ها دلار ارزششه یا ثروتشه، این حالا همیشه انگلیسی هم صحبت نمیکنه، یعنی صحبت میکنه ولی خب همچین هم خفن نیست. و خب اینم باز من فکر میکنم خیلی یعنی چی میگم، مثلا میگن آی اوپنینگ دیگه، که خب حالا همچین انگلیسی هم ما احتیاج نداریم برای که اونقدر موفق شیم. به هر حال بریم ادامه ویدیو رو ببینیم. به نظر من خیلی 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 شخصیت باحالیه این آدم و امیدوارم که این ویدیو رو دوست داشته باشید. اگر دوست داشتید ممنون میشم که لایکش کنید، خیلی کمک میکنه که افراد بیشتری ببینن و اینکه چنلم اگه دوست داشتید سابسکرایب کنید. مخلص. And how did you come up with this like real estate thing? Like was there like any reason behind it?
Yeah, there was a little reason behind it, and I think today if I look back, that was a big reason. So I bought my first house in 2006.
Okay.
Right? So I decided to sell that property after 5 months. There was some reason for that, and I made almost $35,000 to $40,000 profit in that house. So I thought, you know what? This is such a wonderful field because that money was without any taxes. There was no capital gain on it.
Yeah.
It was my principal residence. So I was working pretty much like 6 months to make that 40,000, whereas in this, it was just a smart play, and I made that much money. So I thought, you know what? This is the field where I should be in.
Okay.
So that is the incidence which brought me into the real estate industry.
Okay, so you got your real estate license and you started working with another brokerage. Am I right?
That's right, yeah. So I got my real estate license in December 2006. So 2007 I started working within another brokerage as a realtor.
Okay, so may I ask how much money you were making in the first years of real estate?
So first year, as I told you, my dream was to make $250,000.
Yeah.
So I actually made more than that. At that time, the house value was not that high.
Yeah.
So on an average, we were making close to $5,000 to $6,000 commission in a house.
Okay.
And in 9 months, I touched $250,000.
Wow, so you were a really great salesperson.
In first year of my real estate, I sold almost 50 houses. And in the second year, I sold almost 90 houses.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You were making good money, like $250,000. What was the reason behind going and wanting more and building up this SaveMax? Because I know a lot of people, they're making good money.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we're fine, everything is fine, we're making good money, we can enjoy your life.
Right.
So what was the reason behind going and building up this whole brokerage?
So the very simple reason was like I always hate my comfort zone.
Okay.
And I always kick myself just to get out of my comfort zone, and that was one of the reasons. So when the business was growing, I wanted to build up a team so that I can take my business to next level. But the problem I was facing with those big brands where I was working, first of all, they were not letting me do any creativity for my clients. Second thing, they were not in favor of me growing as a team because their business model is you stay as a realtor. That's what makes money for them.
Okay.
So I tried to switch the brokerage and thought, you know what, they will help me out, but the same results. So then I thought, you know what, I will keep fighting with them and will keep wasting my energy. So I decided in 2009, when I had only 2.5 year experience in real estate industry, to launch SaveMax from the basement of my house. So 2010 April, we executed that idea and we launched SaveMax.
Okay, so in 2010, you started SaveMax in the basement of your house.
That's right.
Now we're talking about 40 plus franchises and like 7 billion real estate sold and everything, right? So what do you think was the reason behind SaveMax success?
So I think the main reason behind SaveMax success was our thought process about our clients. That is one of the real motto where I designed SaveMax client first.
Okay.
Right? And I think the way we have started the business, we brought this new concept of list your house for $999, which was very well accepted in the market. Of course, at that time, the dream was not that big, But as the things progressed in life, I started understanding the business more, executed more ideas, and kept going on to the next step of my life, which really helped to build SaveMax what it is today. And today I feel proud. We have close to 60 franchises all across country and in India, and of course we are planning to take this to international level in some other countries as well. We have sold more than $7 billion real estate in the last 10 years. We have a very strong team of almost 650 realtors and 100 people who are managing the activities on the back end. We have 50 offices all across the country. So all this has been a fantastic journey.
Yeah.
And I think clients played a very important role. But if you ask me only one thing, which I personally believe helped SaveMax to grow at this level, is the blessings of people. I'm a firm believer of that.
Yeah, for sure. So none of this would have happened if you were okay with making $250,000, and that would grow for sure, but you were not okay with that.
Absolutely, and even I'm not okay with today.
Yeah, of course, I know that, yeah, I know that. So two more questions. One is that what do you think is the reason behind your success? Like this journey that you've had, like working in a gas station, selling clothes in the flea market, to where you are now. What do you think, if I were to ask what is the most important reason behind it, what do you say?
So, I am a guy who never gets satisfied with what I have.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm not contented. I am contented, but I'm always hungry. And as I progressed in my life, got success, now the vision has changed. Earlier I worked on my success. The real shift came when I started working on other people's success. And I think that is where I am leading my life to. I want to make sure whatever I have achieved in my life, I can share with many other people. And bringing the success to other people's doorstep is a different charm. When you start enjoying it, then you can never ever stop your journey. And I think that was one of the basic reasons which brought SaveMax and Raman at a level where they are today. So building the success for others, creating the success for others is the real success for me.
That's awesome. I've never thought about this, to be very honest. I've never thought about this. The other question is, so for new immigrants, there are a lot of new immigrants coming to this country. What suggestion do you have for them to become successful?
A very simple suggestion: take your chances. I see people don't take their chances. And that is where majority of the people, they are talented. They can do wonders. But only they fail at one place where they stop themselves and stop taking their next chance. Yeah. It's very, very important. And I assure you, I promise you guys, this is an amazing country. You always have to think out of the box, and rather I believe there's no box.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, getting success in Canada is very easy. Why? There's not much competition here. You see, people are so sometimes laid back in their approach. They don't want to take risk. They don't want to get out of their comfort zone. They don't want to work hard. So what could be a better place than that to be successful? But that doesn't mean everybody thinks like same. No, there are good people out there. Go and learn from them. Understand what they have done in their life. And that is going to give you the real taste of success. Right? It is a land of opportunities. Don't miss them.
Sure. So off this topic, I have some more, while I have you here, I have some more real estate questions for immigrants. What advice do you have, real estate advice do you have for new immigrants? Should they buy a house? Where should they invest? Or when should they invest? If you can just give us a little bit.
So it's a very great question, and many times people, they ask me this question. First house you should buy within first 12 months of landing into this country. Very important. Because you know what? That house is not only the place where you're going to go and live, but that is your investment as well. Yeah. Right? Once you settle down with that, take 1 year, and once you are done for 2 years in this country, you should start thinking of making your first investment. You can go and get refinance on that house, take money out, use the equity, and build up another property for yourself. And gradually, after 3 to 4 years, trust me, if you keep doing this process, you will be a millionaire in Canada.
Yeah, for sure. With these prices and with this appreciation,
Yes.
for sure. Last question, Raman. I wanted to ask you, what do you think was the reason behind SaveMax marketing that could let SaveMax grew like this, like exponentially? Like, I know not a lot of companies are doing, did what you did with SaveMax.
So I think it was always working on the new ideas, thinking about the clients and bringing some value for them on the table. That is the most important thing. See, what client is looking for? Either you are in real estate business or you are in any other business. Clients, they want some innovativeness. Client, they want some value. And clients, they want honesty and trust from you. Yeah. In real estate industry, it is very, very important. And that is what we gave them. We gave them honesty, trust. We gave them new ideas. We brought new programs. We were pioneer of so many things. List your house for $9.99. That concept killed the market.
Yeah.
Then we started building up the partnership model where we helped realtors to become a success story. Then we went out of the way and really started working on a franchise model where any normal realtor can come and take advantage of our franchise system without taking the hassles of the RICO and other boards compliances, front office, back office, their regulatory compliances, and all their accounting systems and all that stuff, right? That really helped lot many micro entrepreneurs to come forward and fulfill their dream of entrepreneurship. Now look what we are doing for the realtors, sign deal today, get paid today. That is one of the most innovative concept of the real estate industry, which is going to change the dynamics the way real estate is done from last hundreds of years. There is no way, there is no system which gives realtor an ability to get money in their pocket before closing the deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Only SaveMax is doing it. So don't you think it is going to help lot many part-time realtors, lot many brand new realtors to come full-time into the industry?
For sure. I'm seeing the results.
There you go. And when they come full-time into the industry, they are going to do the best for their clients because now it is their bread and butter. Now they have to make sure they do nothing but the best for the clients.
Of course. So, Raman, another question is that when you started SaveMax, you didn't have like a big budget, right? So your budget was not like that big, and then you were competing with like a lot of big brokerages, like billion-dollar brokerages. May I ask, what was your budget for marketing, or like what percentage of your like revenue you were putting for your marketing?
Right. So Kamer, for first 2 years, I did not advertise myself. To be very frank, I got all the business from referrals and by doing good job for the clients. But a specific incident happened to me where I shifted my thought process towards the marketing. So slowly, I started building up. My first budget was $5,000 a year.
Okay.
Right? And then I started putting money onto marketing as the business was growing.
Okay.
Right? So I think more than marketing, it was the innovativeness, it was the conviction behind the ideas, and it was the personal touch which we were giving to our clients as SaveMax brand, which was not available in other brands.
Yeah.
Right? So I think we captured that niche very well. We understood the pulse of the market. We brought innovative packages where we were charging minimum, but we were not compromising on service. Whereas the big brands, their theory was charge as much as you can to one client and cut down on the service. I think that is a wrong way of doing business.
Yeah, like this way, this is a one-time client. Whereas the way that you guys did it, you had like referrals, many referrals, and then like clients that will do business like lifetime.
60 to 70% of our business we get from the referrals, Cami.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's a big number.
And the simple reason for that is we think about our clients. Client first. That is one of the core agenda of our organization.
Okay. I have this question for the audience. Do you think, like from a man in your position, do you think money is important to be happy in life?
Money is always important, to be very frank.
Okay.
Right? But money is not the most important thing. I think the most important thing in life is how you can contribute towards other people's life, how you can contribute towards your client's life, how you can take care of your team. If you are doing all these things right, money is a byproduct. Money is a byproduct of your success. But I think for happiness, you need something else. For happiness, you need positivity in your surrounding.
Yeah.
If you have positive people in your surrounding, trust me, that is going to keep you happy. Stay away from negativity, keep working on positive things, and keep working on success of others. Trust me, you will always be rich, you will always be happy. I firmly believe in one thing. People say health is wealth. I do agree, but I add one thing to that: wealth is health as well.
Yeah.
It is always better to cry in a Mercedes rather than a bicycle.
Of course, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong to think about or to work on being rich. There's nothing wrong in that. What's wrong in making money?
There's nothing.
But it is absolutely wrong to be greedy.
Yeah, it is.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
So money is not everything, but money is something.
Yeah, it is important.
It is important.
So thank you, Raman, for taking the time for this interview. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure the audience will also appreciate this. I know that like 10 minutes of your time is like next level thing that you gave to me.
Thank you, Kami, and it's always a pleasure. And thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me.
خب این مصاحبهمون بود با آقای رامان دوا. همونطور که گفتم یکی از موفق ترین مهاجرایی هستم به کانادا که حداقل من از نزدیک دیدم یا افتخار آشنایی باشون رو داشتم. خیلی وقتا میبینم چون که باشون کار مارکتینگ انجام میدیم، خیلی وقتا میبینم که صف میکشم برای دیدن این آدم و این آدم انقدر متواضع، انقدر فروتنه که واقعا آدم منقلب میشه. امیدوارم که این ویدیو رو دوست داشته باشید. اگر دوست داشتید سابسکرایب کنید به این چنل و ویدیوهای بیشتری در این مورد میذارم. مرسی، مخلص.